we'd like to thank you for watching this video and listening to our wonderful voices. Unfortunately, you've heard me over a period of time, but now we have a special treat. We have the Lena here at Jockey Lot to share some of her wisdom and her observations regarding this garage sale that we're having. So, pay close attention to this and pay a special attention to this. But hang on. That was the introduction. Well, as you can see here, Delaney, this is a...
Good morning.
Let me make sure it's started. Yeah, it's recording. So let's getting started here at the garage sale. You've seen these many times before.
Yes.
I know I used to run into Elena. Tell me what you see and what you think, what's your observation?
Well, we have a wide assortment here at the Jockey Lot. We have vintage, antiques, collectibles, and Doc sells mainly new boxed items, which is
Absolutely.
Poco Pops.
Some of these items here, these are items that you would look at in a garage sale and you would consider buying.
Definitely.
So what do you see that you find? I know you and I would buy differently. I buy small things for resale online, and I know you work here primarily at a store concept. So that being the case, you and I shop differently. So tell me what you see. What about those bowls there? Can you see anything?
Now I can see. Yes, they're definitely vintage bowls. We got Pyrex and probably Corningware and a wide assortment of stuff.
I want to insert this one particular point. This is the first time that she's actually seen it, and she's looking at a very small screen. So I just wanted to mention that point.
This is your booth, right?
Of course, I always wondered about the clothes. How do you do on the clothes?
Well, occasionally
all
I do buy
garage sales.
clothes and I pay attention to the name brands, as well as shoes.
All this
You wanna look for
time,
shoes
of
as
course,
well. Michael Jordan, Nike, if they're in good condition, you can pretty much better grab them because you can make a really good profit off of that, depending on what condition they're in.
Myself, I like clothes too, but I don't really buy that many of them. I get so many, but sports clothes, that's especially good. What about those dressers, that furniture? You're a big fan of those?
Yes, furniture, especially solid wood, vintage, mid-century furniture. You could sell those quick because you have people looking to shabby chic or do something with, and you can make a pretty good profit off of that as well. But it has to be solid wood.
When you negotiate with individuals at garage sales, you pretty much give them what they ask for?
Yes, most of the time I do because I know what I'm getting and it's a very fair price. But if they're priced a little high, some people are willing to negotiate. All you have to do is ask.
I know myself, I'll ask them and I'll put it back down and walk away, and I'll come back and say, how much is this again?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll sell it cheaper, sometimes they won't.
Right, especially in the summertime because they're ready to get out the heat and they want to just get rid of everything. So most of the time they'll work with you.
So here we're going to the next garage sale and everything. And of course, as I approach garage sales, I always, right off the bat, I look for things that I'm going to think I'm going to want. And a lot of times here in Lafayette, I find that the garage sales are pretty well attended.
Yes, they are.
And because of that, it makes it more competitive to us to really pick out the good stuff and to make sure that we get merchandise that we can sell. Anything
Yeah.
you see there yourself?
What I look for is antique and vintage home decor primarily. And if you see something that kind of brings you back, like to what your grandmother had or one of your aunts, 9 times out of 10 you need to pick it up because you'll probably be able to make a good profit off of it. And Doc pretty much, he sells new items primarily, and you do other things as well. But if you can find something in a box, brand new, never been used, that is vintage, I would suggest you pick it up.
I also noticed, like in your booth, I'm always seeing people walk by my booth carrying these pictures. You're not shy about buying big pictures, are you?
No, because there's a lot of people that redecorate or moving into the area and they want to decorate their home, so I try to find unique canvases, very colorful, vintage, antique as well, because a lot of people are doing modern and antique home decor. So I try to bring that to my regular customers.
It's been a while since I've been up.
All in all, I'm finding myself that people who are selling garages, sometimes they're selling things that they don't want. Obviously, they just hired to have it. It's not bad. And that's why it's sometimes, the expression, Someone else's trash is someone else's treasure.
Exactly. And what I look for too is like a lot of the bigger homes and the subdivisions, you'll have more of an assortment of home decor, and that doesn't go for any instance, you know. But I just try to follow my gut feeling about something. If I feel that it's very old and unique, I'll buy it.
I find that a lot of times if you're buying something that's already been sealed and you can tell it's never been opened, that's a good buy.
Right.
If something's been open, then it might behoove you to open up and see what is good. Now, these signs right here that's depicting these pictures, those are good sellers. I know
Yeah,
you sold
tin
them.
signs are big sellers because everybody's into buying the tin signs. Also, like Doc mentioned earlier, big canvases. Just something out of the ordinary that you don't see every day.
And there's a violin. You can play violin?
No, I can't play that.
I can play radio. Well, that's like it.
Yeah.
I like that violin. In fact, when I looked at it, the problem was the strings were real sloppy. And I told my wife, I said I might buy a violin.
Well, that's something you don't see too often at a garage sale.
Yeah. Well, that's something I think I might be end up living in the garage.
But you never know what you're going to find at a garage sale. It's like a discovering something. You know, it's the excitement of it. You know.
You find that sometimes when you're seeing bits and pieces of furniture, you know, you might have a table somewhere and all of a sudden you come across the chairs and you can make a set.
Right.
So-
And a lot of people do refabricate furniture nowadays, like shabby chic and etc., you know. So you can always make something match, especially if you find real wood furniture at a good price.
You know, Elaine is such a fountain of information. She's a lot of experience in doing this.
So do
everything.
you.
Huh?
You have a lot of experience.
Yes, well, but I'll tell you one thing. It's a real treat being with her. And of course, now I think it looks like we're heading to the last garage. So this is the one that I was telling you that there were three of them within walking distance.
Right. That's the kind of
And-
neighborhood garage sales. Those are fun.
A lot of times myself, I believe Elena too. I'm not certain, but a lot of times I'll do the garage sales before I open up my store here at Jockey Lot.
Yes.
So-
We try to do that. Yep.
So we're both on a narrow time facet and everything.
So I have like a 1 hour time span before I get over here. So
So when you see a bunch of garage sales bundled together,
That-
like in this case, it says this was the last group. This was a good stop. In fact, at the end, you're going to see of all these stops.
Your destination
How many
is
things?
on the
How
left.
many things do you think I bought?
probably a truckload full.
A truckload. Give me a number, girl.
100.
100 things. She thought I think about 100. I'll tell you what I bought, folks. I bought one item.
Wow.
Just one. That's all I found.
Was
that
it a Pogo Pop?
Well, huh?
Was it a Pogo Pop?
It wasn't a Funko Pop, no. It was actually a bug fly swatter that electrocutes the bugs. You'll see it at the end of the video and
You need
everything
that
like
in
that.
Louisiana.
And I got it on one of these last stops and everything.
And another thing people need to look out for too is vintage toys, like Batman, Spider-Man, the Hulk, the Avengers. There's a lot of adult toy collectors that come here and shop at my booth over at the Jockey Lot as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good buy.
So this has been an interesting visit, and I'm so glad I had the time with you. What about shoes? You like shoes?
Oh yes, like I said, look for Nike, Michael Jordan in good condition, and you usually can find them at a garage sale for $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Buy them definitely because you can resell them and make quite a bit of profit.
On this garage sale overall, how would you estimate it? It's compared to most garage sales. Is it average looking, or is it above average?
I'd say average because you have your assortment of baby clothes, toys, home decor, and that's usually what a garage sale consists of. So
Have you
a little
ever
bit of everything.
noticed that when you walk up into a garage sale, like an estate sale, if you see a lot of people walking out with merchandise, what does that tell you?
Tells me they're selling at reasonable prices.
If they're walking out with no merchandise, what does that tell you?
Way too high.
Or even the quality of the merchandise
And
there.
of course the quality of merchandise.
So-
a lot of estate sales are put on by private businesses that get a commission off the estate sales, and there is a lot of businesses that do that really do really good work in decorating and assorting and pricing, and I understand they have to make their commission, but a lot of them will work with you if you just talk to them.
So I think this gets real close to the end of our video. I want to thank you, Delanda, for doing this. this voiceover with me. It really helps me listening to you, and I hope the audience benefits from you too. Also, too, if you're in Lafayette, you got to come to section 502, 4, and 6 and 8, and all of it, the whole thing.
500 section,
The
yeah.
great 500
You
section.
never know what you're going to find. And everybody, God bless and be safe and have fun shopping.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Delana.
You're welcome.
It's always nice to be able to have someone like Delana, and she's able to help us talk about the business. Shoes are very special. A lot of people sell shoes, but I like they have them in good shape. One of the items too that I noticed that seems to sell a lot are items that basically are local. And so it's good to kind of keep your eye open for those type of things, and always be courteous and kind to people. And I thought this is something that's always good to keep in mind. What's this?
It's my house. I can do $1 for that.
I'll do $1.
Man, we think the other food.
Well, folks, after 3 garage sales, I bought one item, and there it is.